It is the 20th day of March 2024. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a chilly Wednesday morning. It's going to be really interesting today. We got some brand new guests coming in. We got no Mark Parrish, I'm sorry to say, but Chad Greenway's coming in, and he's bringing a new buddy of his. His name is Jer O'Brien, and he is the director of football for St. Patrick's Football Club. That's right, a team based out of Dublin. A soccer player coming in with a football player this morning. We're going to let them argue about which one's the real football. They're playing an international friendly tonight against the Minnesota United FC right here in town. That's going to be great. So we'll do that at 7:15. Greenway and Jer. Should be cool. And then Mark Rosen, who will probably harass them both. You know how he gets. Power Trip Morning Show on Wednesday morning. Let's get her started. Come on in. I'm glad you're here. Here's some comedy with Nick Griffin.
So I need more money. Said that the other night. Some guy goes, money can't buy you happiness. I'd like to do my own research on that. Someone's always got to say that, though. I don't know, it's just self-righteous or whatever. Money can't buy you happiness. Money can't buy you happiness. Okay, but can I be sad in a nicer apartment? That's what I want. I want to be sad in a nice... I have a tiny apartment. And you got to walk 5 flights of stairs to get to it. Yeah. Yes, 5 flights of stairs to get to a tiny apartment. So it's exhausting, then disappointing. It's like taking a really long, hot bus trip to Denny's.
On your side, you hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride. For the warriors, never giving up the lead. To take it to the top.
Falling apart, or are we good?
Yeah, we got it figured out. Well, I shouldn't say we got it figured out. Sauce and I put our collective heads together for about a half hour and couldn't do S word.
Oh, really?
So, I think, did you end up waking up the boss, or did
I
somebody else
did,
take care of it?
I woke him up, yeah.
And?
It's better now.
Yeah, kind of.
Did the boss care for the wake-up call?
No.
He didn't care about anything.
Oh.
He just said, what's wrong?
Yeah, that's what he said. He goes, what'd you do?
Yeah,
Right.
That's exactly what
What'd
he
you
said.
do?
What'd you do, Ray?
What'd you do?
First thing that popped in my head.
What'd you do?
God, great scene.
Stay bye. We should do a video of that. We should do a video to only one winner. I wonder if the St. Paul Saints would use it for something.
Again, just put it out there. Once in a while, they just hear the show and do whatever we say.
What if the St. Paul Saints would give me a record deal
Brilliant.
and put me on tour? Open
God.
up for
Just playing that song.
Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan?
I don't care who
You know,
it
it'd
is.
be a great bit is if they put me into the World Series of Poker main event. That was the end of my sentence.
Oh. Okay. It looks like we got to do a full half
Trying.
hour of radio right here without breaking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so there aren't spots in where the spots are supposed to be.
Well,
Yeah.
why do we need those?
No, that's
we'll
right.
be
That's
fine.
what I'm saying. We don't need them. Who needs you?
We'll be fine. How did Twin Cities Live go yesterday?
I thought it went pretty well. I did okay. I don't think I embarrassed him. It went well. It's always interesting to do that show because when I first started doing it, when I was actually trying to get the gig, I really put a lot of work into it. You know, they'd send me the script and I'd try to read up on things and everything like that. But I realized after a couple of those, like, just to let Elizabeth do the job and, you know, throw in your snarky comments here and there. So
right,
that's what
you
I
be
did.
snarky. She can be a pro.
That's right.
She's so good.
She's so
she's
good.
great.
She's a machine.
Yeah.
She's so good at it. I think you should try it someday, Cora. I think you'd enjoy the challenge of it. Somebody asked me last night, do I like doing that? And I'm glad I didn't get the job because I would not have been very good at it. And I also wouldn't have had time to do it because I'd had to quit this job, and God knows this is what I'm going to do till I die. No, I'm better at this, but also, it is a fun challenge to go in and do something that you've never done before like that when everything's on the line, Because the interesting thing that always happens, Cor, is you'll be talking to Elizabeth like this. You'll be like, yeah, no, I know you're exactly right. And then I pooped myself a little bit, and then it should go 3, 2, 1, and you're on. And then you're live on television.
Right.
And
you're going.
You're just going. And you see your name on the teleprompter, and you got to read something.
And there's that theme song, right? Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun. I'm the only one that watches that show. That's a Man 2554, but I've seen it before.
And 3.5 seconds ago, you said the C word.
Yeah, you did
Right.
say the C word.
Who, Elizabeth did or I did?
You.
Oh, you.
Yeah, I'm just talking. I'm imagining the conversation you guys are having.
I didn't say it to her, did I?
No.
No.
Yeah, to her, but not about her.
You better
Yeah,
not
right.
screw this up for me.
Yeah, wow. That's a great way to start.
This is my one shot.
Yeah, right.
There's
Get
only one winner.
Yeah.
And by the way, I have a new theme song idea.
Yeah.
It's called There's Only One Winner. The Saints didn't want it.
I'm taking over this show today. We're going to make chicken fingers.
Yeah.
That's
it.
We're going to drink foo-foo drinks. We ain't going outside.
Wait a minute. Hang
That's
on.
what the show's
The
about
chicken
now?
finger thing I get. Not going outside I get. What I drink foo-foo drinks?
Well, you're going to learn how to make them.
Oh.
You're going to learn how to make them.
Okay, I thought this is something that was widely. I mean, I like a frozen marg from
That's
time to
what I'm
time,
saying.
but I don't know if that's a foo-foo
That's a foo-foo drink. Is that not a foo-foo drink?
Kind of.
We go live to
but you like them in a yard glass.
We go live
Yeah,
to
like a
Zach.
man.
Zach, is it a foo-foo drink?
Yeah.
See, either he agrees or he's on a horse.
Yeah, or both.
Yeah.
Now you're chopping boards. That's fine. Zach O. Yeah.
What is
no,
the
but it's fun.
definition of that?
It is very fun. You would enjoy it, and they do a great job. And
They do a great job.
I like trying to do television. I like it when people dangle television shows in front of me over and over again, and then tell me I'm going to get to do one, and I don't get to. But eventually, somebody's going to give me a television show. You wait and see. And that's going to be the last thing that ever happens in my career, because I'll have one of my mornings that I have on this radio show when I did on TV, and I will whip my thing out.
Yeah, it'll be your falling down moment.
Yeah. Oh, look at the log now, Cor.
Oh, now
it
it's
work?
completely empty.
What is he doing?
I don't know. He's wrestling with the demons.
Commercial-free Wednesdays.
Commercial free everything.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Howard Stern Show. I wish.
They
He
still
was
have
on.
commercials,
Did you see
though.
that bit yesterday? He
I
was
listened
on
to
like,
part of it.
regular radio for the first time. And what was the thing I saw? Hold on.
Yeah, no, I listened to part of it. There's a guy, Jim something or other, who's like retiring or something like that, has been in radio for a long time. And for some reason, he felt like he wanted to be on his radio show with him. So they simulcasted. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's sweet.
What was his name? Jim Clitoris?
Oh my God! Just because you don't have commercials doesn't mean you go off the rails.
Plus, okay, don't do all your repeat takes from Twin Cities Live.
yeah,
Give
right.
us a little bit of original
I'm not
material.
kidding. I think that was his name.
Jim, what?
Just look it up. He might be right.
I am. Stop
Wait,
yelling.
I'm being told here that Sauce doesn't think he exists.
Oh.
This is from.
Well, he's Googling him, but he's having a hard time finding him.
Yeah. This is from
Everything's been wiped off the internet.
Wee Lambert. Says, either that or it's a bad sentence.
Jim Kerr?
That's him.
Oh,
That's
you were
close.
you were close.
I don't know.
It was a hard C sound.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway, yeah, no. So that was interesting, but and hey, listen, whether we have commercials or not, we got a very special show for you guys today.
Is that right? No Parrish, though.
Did you know he was gone for 2 whole weeks?
No.
So I knew he was gone for the major
Yeah, right,
next
knew that,
Friday.
yeah.
I knew he was gone today, but I didn't know he was gone on Friday for initials, and I didn't know he was gone next Wednesday.
Right.
I don't think I knew.
I didn't know he was gone.
He might have told everybody on the air, I'm gone the next 2
He
weeks.
might have, yeah.
Right.
None of us retain that information. So he sent us a text last night. Hey, friendly reminder, I'm out this week and next.
Yeah.
What now?
Yeah.
So now we got to find somebody for initials on Friday.
This Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Marnie will be back.
That's right. But Marnie is back.
But then we're
Yeah.
still short one.
But we have Creasel.
That's next Friday. For the
Oh my
major?
God, you're right. I'm
next
sorry.
Friday.
That's next Friday. Whew.
So Creasel we're good for.
Okay,
for,
good.
For the major at TI next Friday.
Oh, hey, you know what? This is a perfect opportunity.
Radio Bracket Challenge. Visit foxsportsradio.com now to register,
Abbott
fill out your
doesn't want us
bracket,
on
and get
anymore.
rules. Compete against Fox Sports Radio hosts and fellow listeners to see who has the best
On there,
bracket
do you think?
and win great prizes.
I like
the
you, man.
foxsportsradio.com
Thank you.
Bracket Challenge is now
we're on
live, and it is presented.
You think we're on the air right now?
Yeah,
yeah.
we're on the air.
You think?
Did Abbott throw us to break?
No, he just reloaded the system.
Well,
but
hit the
somehow
one
threw
on
it
the
back to
top
Fox.
right of the board there.
The one?
Top right. There
Yeah,
should be
hit the one by
one.
you two.
That's the.
Yeah, it didn't work, buddy.
Can you? What do you turn your mic off and then let me know what you hear?
How can he tell you if he turns his mic?
Because that's
he's
the
gonna go
air
back.
feed. So that takes it right from the transmitter.
Yeah, I got nothing but us.
Okay, then that's good. So that means we're still on the air.
We're
Hello, I'm Greg Figueroa.
Hi,
I'm
Greg.
David Figueroa.
Let's listen to this
Over
guy and see
30
if they're
years
doing
ago,
better
my
radio
brother
than
Greg
us.
And I set out on a mission to
Oh, he's
offer
on a
the
mission.
world
Oh, it's a
better hot
commercial.
sauce.
Oh, it's a
That's
PSA.
right, David.
Offer
We
the
made
world hot
Melinda's
sauce.
sticker.
They're on a mission for hot sauce. I'm on a mission for hot sauce.
I'm right here.
I guess run the KFAN live web on macro again.
I just thought I did that already, but I'll try it again, baby.
What is happening? Did this start yesterday?
There was
I
some
heard Common
issues
complaining about
yesterday,
something.
but nothing like this. This is
Okay. I just ran. Abbas says, give me 5 minutes, which is not easy when you're on the radio.
Yeah.
Boy, look at all those not spots.
I thought you were going to say Nazis.
Yes, same.
I'm like, what are you watching?
What are you watching?
Yeah, he's loading in his.
Normally
own
you're
spots.
watching Charmed on TNT, so I
Yeah, you
was
never know.
questioning. Look at all those not Nazis.
I remember that season 3 episode.
What are you watching, Indiana Jones?
Yeah, it was right
3?
near the end of the run. They were out of ideas.
Yeah.
Man.
And there was somebody questionable in charge.
Yeah.
You know what I forgot about Indiana Jones 3
What?
or The Last Crusade?
Sure.
Which is a great film, right?
It
Hawk?
is a good movie.
It's a very good movie.
I don't know. I hadn't seen it in a while. And not start to finish at least.
Sure.
I had forgotten that the hot Nazi chick sleeps with both of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Not together, not at the same time. She doesn't sleep with Indiana Jones and Sean Connery, Indiana Jones'
Oh.
father, at the same time. But you remember?
Does she also sleep with Half Pint or whatever the kid's name is?
Half pint? You mean short
that's
round?
Temple of Doom. You're thinking of a
Half
different gal.
pint?
That gal in Temple of Doom was not a Nazi.
No.
The hot blonde in the third one was a secret Nazi. And remember when the Nazi dude has her in a headlock and he's threatening to shoot her, Indiana Jones like, let her go. And Sean Connery's like, she's a Nazi. What are you talking about? Like, you can't trust her. And then they realize, well, how do you know her? And then Sean Connery kind of gives Harrison Ford the wink and the nod, like, well, she talks in her sleep or whatever. They do. It's like, what now? And they realize they both slept with her.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they're Eskimo brothers.
Or
Even
Eskimo,
though it's father
father and
son.
son. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait.
that's not weird though in Indiana, right? Hawk?
Really, I don't want to go into it. I need to talk to my therapist.
They found out because she talked in her sleep.
That's Hockey saying no comment.
So Sean Connery's is the dad. I think he was the one who says that she talks in her sleep.
Yes.
So then
She's going all Nazi in her sleep.
maybe.
Yeah, well, he should have known her last name was Goebbels. You know?
Jeez.
Hold on, I'm doing this for you, by the way, Sauce.
Oh, that was me.
Yeah, go ahead. Thank
Sorry, I keep hitting the
you. No, it's
table.
all right.
Very different between being a Gerber baby and a Goebbels baby.
It's really, oh my God.
Very different.
You're so right.
One of them is an honor.
Yeah.
And the other one is being the Goebbels baby.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway,
I'd completely forgotten that both of them slept with her.
So did
and
I.
how awkward Indiana Jones thinks that is, and how not awkward Sean Connery's character seems.
Yeah.
He's like, who cares?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to
She's a
call
Nazi.
my-
What do we care?
You keep talking about I'm calling my therapist. You're
The-
taking me down a road I don't want to think about.
The real Sean Connery has slept with multiple people.
Yeah, probably. Wow, what a revelation.
More than one?
Listen, most of us
He's had
have.
at least 2 lovers? Fascinating.
How does he do it?
The real Sean Connery has slept with multiple people.
I was going to say something
Are you
else,
reading a Snapple cap?
but then I read brilliant. And then I realized that sentence wasn't going anywhere, so I just crash landed it.
What were you trying to say?
Like
What did you
multiple
mean?
thousands of people that other people have slept with is what I was trying to. That
Okay,
he's
that's a little bit different than
sorry,
having
I meant
more
to
than
say-
one lover in his entire life.
he's Eskimo brothers with, I would bet, multiple people. That's
Shohei
what I meant.
Ohtani up to bat now for the Dodgers, and I'll tell you what, Sauce, he slept with multiple people.
He has?
Yeah, that's what it says here on this card.
And that was topical because Zach is watching the Dodgers and Padres live in Seoul, Korea, because that is the start of the Major League Baseball season. It's underway. This game counts.
It's happening.
Wonder how many partners he has.
Well, it's at least 2.
At least.
What a slut, right?
You gotta.
Have to
I want to
sleep
talk
with him.
about partners for a second, if you guys don't mind.
He's a pitcher.
Oh, wait a minute. Now it looks like we do have a break here.
Oh, did Abbott fix it?
It looks like it. I'm afraid to hit any buttons. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, look,
Shohei
they're
just
going
ripped a single,
crazy.
and they're going.
for
I think
him.
that's his new wife.
Yeah.
Aw.
Where's his old
Shohei's
wife?
wife. Well, if he did have if he has a new wife and an old wife, then he has slept with multiple people.
Well, isn't there a bit?
Man, I don't know.
Didn't Star have a story where a
Well,
Viking
good, as you were. Okay, cool.
and his two wives met each other at the football game?
Something like that.
He's a
Yeah.
hockey player, I thought.
Yeah, maybe that was Parrish.
No, but Star has a story
A
like
similar
that.
one?
They met in like the wives' room.
We are going to have a real Irishman on today.
Oh yeah?
I'm very excited. This is kind of cool, man. And it worked out that because I didn't realize that Parrish wasn't going to be here today. But we're going to have Chad Greenway, whom you guys remember that guy, right?
Sure.
And it's
still
a
alive?
good time to have him and talk a little football at 7:15. He's bringing with him a guy named Jer O'Brien. He's the director of football for St. Patrick's Football Club, St. Patrick's FC, out of Dublin, Ireland. The current St. Patrick's athletic director of football, over 20 years of experience. They're playing what's called a friendly tonight against the Minnesota United down at Minnesota United Stadium. And so he's going to stop in the studio and say hi to us. And the reason we're having him in is not only because we want to talk to an Irish guy and we love Chad Greenway, but also they are helping us support the Reach Foundation. A bunch of kids from the Reach Foundation are going to the game tonight for free and going to sit outside and watch, and we're going to hang out together. I'm looking forward to seeing all those kids again. A great program based out of Hutchinson, Minnesota, that helps kids who are struggling with mental health and such. So that's going to be a fun day, a full fun day, and it starts this morning at 7:15 when we get to meet a dude named Jer who's going to come in here with a real Irish accent.
Sweet. How would you talk to him, Connor?
No, we're not going to do that.
No, not
Yeah,
now.
let's not be offensive.
Yeah, I'm not going to pull that until I meet the guy and make sure he's cool with it.
Because you don't want to get beat up.
Well, I don't mind getting beat up. I just don't want to start a war between Ireland and the United States.
You almost did when we were there.
Yeah, I remember that one guy wasn't happy with me. Yeah, you are taking a real chance fighting at a pub in Ireland.
Yeah.
Though. You don't want to do it.
But you're
you know?
not going to back down.
Well, no, I mean, I don't mind getting beat up. I just, don't want to do it in front of everybody.
You have before.
I have, but I'm old now. I don't want to piss myself in front of people. Again? Are we going to break? We're going to break.
I don't know. Can
gotta-
I think
we
Abbott
gotta
says it's locked and loaded.
Let's
I think
go to
it's
break
ready
then.
to go.
Let's go to break.
He fixed
All right.
it?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, who knows?
Hey, good luck, everybody.
Bye.
All right. Bye. Peace out.
Sunny and a high of 31 today, by the way. Hey, the Power Hour starts at 8 a.m. and it's powered by Quantum Fiber. You can watch it at KFAN.com/watch. And while you're there, why not subscribe to the fan on YouTube, KFAN Minneapolis.
I still say that's the TV show, Chris. Why don't we just simulcast the entire 3.5 hours on some local TV station that can't get ratings in themselves? Just simulcast this trash.
I think it's a great idea, and it doesn't have to be one of the big ones. I don't care. Everybody out there, whoever wants us, let's do it,
Yeah, man.
because that means we don't have to do extra work.
Yeah, PBS.
Yeah, it doesn't. No.
What's ESPN airing right now?
No.
Right now they're airing Dodgers Padres MLB opener.
Yeah, they should air something people watch.
Yeah. That's funny.
No, I think it'd be fun to do that, Core. I think you're right. We should just put the whole show on.
It is weird that we just stream for an hour. I mean,
Yeah,
right.
Why not just put the whole thing on TV? We won't curse too much.
right, simulcast the whole thing.
There has
Well,
to be a channel out there.
McAfee curses.
Curses, and he curtsies as well. Yeah, he does.
Charm.
Every time. Yeah.
You looking for local or cable or
Yes.
national?
No, I
Yes.
don't want to be national. I don't need the
Okay.
pressure.
No, we don't. Yeah.
I need the pressure.
Yeah,
of
but
that.
you want that paycheck.
No.
Well, what happened though? Weren't we going to go super famous on YouTube?
We were going to go super famous on YouTube. Our podcast was going to change the world. So many people at the corporate
Periscope.
level told us that. Periscope, we were going to get
Facebook
rich.
Live.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I feel
Just
where you guys are
printing
going
money.
with this. But somebody out there, just put us on TV. I'll cut my hair.
Your hair looks nice.
Thanks.
It looked nice
I got a
yesterday.
cut yesterday. Yeah, I had to do it for the television show.
Yep, smart play.
Yeah, but I never. It's a reference to the joke, but it's the truth. I never know what to do with my hands. You can say. I think there's one segment yesterday. We were standing outside talking to Mike Fratelloni, and I literally didn't know what to do with my hands. Do I put them in my pockets? Do I just let them hang from my side? Do
So
I put
what did
them
you
on the
do?
table? A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah. I tried everything.
Well, that's
I
great.
wonder what Elizabeth, who's been doing TV now forever, would just tell you. My guess is she's going to tell you, don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Just talk with your hands. A lot of people on TV do that.
Yeah, they do.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
I
hand
talk
movement.
A lot of people on the radio pound on the table.
I'm sorry. I did that.
No. I wasn't referencing you. And for those people who don't know it, by the way, when Rosie's in here, because I doubt he's listening yet.
No.
You never know.
When he's in here and you hear this, that is me commenting on somebody pounding on the table.
Or the fact that he does beat the microphone about,
He does.
right?
Yeah.
Back and forth
I'd
a
hate
little
to be
bit.
his wang.
Oh my God. It's got to be massive, right?
Nowadays, back in the day, I probably would have loved it.
Yeah.
Why did it yell "we"?
Yeah. Why is it yelling?
Is it taking a one while it's doing that? Is it-
Brilliant. Why is it talking at all?
Hey, Brett,
Hi.
you know soccer, right?
I know some soccer stuff.
I don't know much about soccer, so we have Jer in here today, who's with the St. Patrick's FC out of Dublin.
Yeah.
So is that part of and again, I hope I'm not being offensive. I don't know stuff. Would that be like in the same league as like the one we see on Wrexham, like that kind of thing? Are they in the same kind of leagues?
So they're in the Irish league. So it's all, most of the leagues are just separated by country, like
Oh.
your domestic league. So
I did not know that.
So they're in the Irish Premier League, essentially.
Oh, okay.
Now, if they won that entire league, they could play in something called the Champions League, and that's international, and they could play, your Real Madrids and the clubs
Okay.
you've heard of.
So you have to earn the right to do that.
Correct.
And
Yep.
can you win that every year and then go play that? Is there somebody in their league that wins that every year and goes and plays the other teams?
I'm not sure if there's someone that just dominates the
Yeah, but
league.
but there is a team that's going to win that league every year that is going to go somewhere and play.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
got it.
Yes,
I
exactly.
get confused, Core. I don't really understand
don't
what's
get
going
it
on over
either.
there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's amazing.
Well, at least Brett knows.
It's just a nice little change of pace compared to. It's just something different.
Yeah,
So
no,
it's fun.
I'm excited to learn about it. It's fine. It's good. And I love having Irish people in here. I love their accent.
We know.
Thank you. Glad to know. I'm sorry. Brett's all thrown off. He was telling me about that TV show about the Nickelodeon stuff.
Oh, man.
God.
You guys don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Doesn't sound
really?
like- yeah, doesn't sound like you want to watch it.
I
mean,
just
it's-
read the headlines. I haven't read any of
Yeah.
the stories or the details. I've just heard, in 12-word clips, basically what's going on. So I don't have the whole story.
I mean, it's
What's it
great
called
TV.
again?
It's called Quiet on Set. It's on HBO. It's on Max.
Yeah, right. And
So-
it's about
It's about all the shady people and happenings, like in the heart of
abuse.
my childhood on like Nickelodeon TV, and the weird people that they somehow and the defending themselves, and whether it be just creepy stuff or predatory stuff. It's great TV, but it is definitely on the sickening scale for sure.
yeah.
oh, great.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it involved Drake, right? From Drake and Josh.
Yeah.
And poor
Yeah.
kid, man. Jeez, always.
He was the subject of basically half of the documentary of his tale and
Goodness.
what happened to him. Yeah, it's brutal.
Take those people out, man.
That's depressing.
Correct.
That's what I'm saying. So he's all thrown
Yeah,
off.
I know.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
My vibes are off.
Yeah.
I binged it yesterday.
Well, while we're talking about those kind of documentaries, there's one called The Program on Netflix. You guys know what that's about?
No.
It's about this thing, man, where these kids, like if you're kind of a problem child, like you were maybe not listening to your parents, they would hire this school and they would send out these thugs to come kidnap you. Literally, like you could be anywhere. They would grab you, put you in handcuffs, and take you to the school up in I think it was upper New York, something like that, up by the Canadian border. And they would basically put you in jail and beat the hell out of you and do terrible things to you to make you a better kid. It's I can't believe it. I watched it. I watched the first episode last night, and we all know somebody who was part of that, who actually was a child who was kidnapped and taken to this place. You guys don't know that, but we all do know somebody who this happened to.
Well, I do know that Lawyer Lambert put down a deposit.
Yeah, but then they tried to pick me up out of bed, and half of them threw their backs out. And they were like, "Leave Dumbo," leave Dumbo.
Or it was like the scene from Flintstones where they throw the ribs and the dinosaur bones and the car tips over.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Was there ribs? Didn't we order
ribs.
like ribs at the movie theater or the drive-in or something?
A
I forget
huge
the
rack
opening
of
to the
ribs.
Yeah.
If I'm right, you were there for 2 weeks and they sent you back home because you ate everything.
Yeah, right. They ran out of food.
You liked the gruel.
There's a similar bit
Oh, it's just terrible, man.
on
Just terrible.
Netflix where it's the same concept, except they steal you in the night. The parents pay for it, and they take you to like a boot camp in the middle of the desert.
Oh, wow.
And this guy, it basically gets busted because it's illegal, and then he makes one in a different country, and it's the same thing. And then, when there's kids involved and adults, then the stuff that shouldn't happen starts happening.
That's exactly right.
So that happens, and then there's all these lawsuits. I don't know. It sounds like it's very similar.
Yeah.
But there's a different documentary where it's all based in a camp in Arizona.
This one that I was watching, one of the ladies who was kidnapped is doing the documentary, and she makes the point. It seems to be true. Like even in what Brett was just talking about, what you're talking about, the pedophiles, the abusers, always find a way. You know what I mean? Like they find a program like this where there's a loophole where they can get it. They can. It's just unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Just one at a time. Take them out. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Yeah, not going to get them back up and running.
No,
in
they're
society.
not going to be better.
No.
Right.
No.
I don't know.
Well, that
this
was
Rise?
depressing.
Well, listen, it's baseball season.
Is this Rise? It's baseball season.
It
Yeah,
is.
it's depressing.
All right.
You were going to boycott.
Remember when you were
Baseball?
going to boycott
No,
baseball?
you were going to boycott
man.
the Twins.
That
Oh,
guy
they haven't started yet.
He overreacted. That wasn't close to his face. We're watching baseball. Oh, look at
Live
this.
baseball.
Look at this, man.
Soul.
Is that a swing, do you think?
No.
No, it didn't.
See, I think it was.
This is why you're not an umpire.
This is why I don't care about baseball as well.
What sport do you care the least about?
Basketball. And I'm sorry if that offends anybody.
Your squad won last night, though.
Yeah, I know. I like it when it's Golden Gopher basketball.
They did win. We'll talk about that
What
after
a
this.
win.
Front Page Sports. This is the Power Jim Morning Show on the Fan.
American rockers, A Day to Remember, are bringing the least anticipated album tour to the Ledge Amphitheater June 6th with special guests. The Story So Far and 4 Years Strong. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. You can find out more info at KFAN.com and make the keyword calendar. But we're going to help caller 11 right now skip the line with a pair of tickets. That's 1-800-320-5326 for a pair of tickets to A Day to Remember. Good luck.
Brett, you kind of like that band, don't you?
They are on my Mount Rushmore of my personal favorite bands. I love all three of these bands, by the way. 4 Year Strong's great. Story So Far is great. But yeah, I loved it. I would be spamming the phone lines right now if it were me.
Nice.
They kick ass. They do put on a great live show, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm bummed, man. I'm out of town that day.
Are you really?
Oh, no.
Where are you going?
Yeah.
We got a big old Chad bachelor party because he's getting married this year.
Where are you going?
Las Vegas, Nevada.
You have a problem.
Yeah, you need to stop gambling.
Yeah, you go there way too often. Way too often.
Learn from the best, my brother.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Hulkster.
Shall we do Front Page Sports? There's actually a lot of sports news today. I have about 90 things written down.
Yeah, there's a ton.
Presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Let's get to some of them. Holiday Station Stores, buy two, get one free when it comes to Red Bull. 8.4-ounce Red Bulls. You buy two, Holiday gives you the third one for free. Buy two, get one free
Hell yeah, man.
at Holiday.
Holiday's the best.
Let's start with the really good news. There's some minor good news and some signings and this and that, but the big news, kind of a perfect night for the Minnesota Wild.
Almost.
The Minnesota Wild won 4-rip over the Ducks. They are now 6-0-2 in their last 8. And even better, the Vegas Golden Knights lost as well. So did St.
Hell
Louis.
yeah.
So the Knights lost, the Blues lost, and the Wild won. So the Vegas Golden Knights, who hold the final wild card spot, have 79 points. The Wild now just 3 points back, and they jump ahead of the St. Louis Blues. The Vegas Golden Knights 3-6-0 in their last 9.
Yeah. It was, typical Minnesota sports fashion. Everything was going great. I watched the end of both the Lightning and the Blues game and was all happy. And then Jonas Brodin takes a hit, an unnecessary double hit. The second one pushed him down, and he fell on his leg awkwardly. Lower body injury, no update as of right now, but a lot of the Twitter doctors out there saying doesn't look great. Hopefully he's very flexible and we get him back soon, but that would be a huge loss. And the players, even in the post game, we're talking about just how massive of a loss that would be. So wanted to celebrate, and there's still some to celebrate, but man, that sucked. That sucked.
Well, that's good. The Wild are at the Kings tonight at 9:00.
Yeah, the Kings took care of business last night. Had a home game, so they're both back-to-backs and both playing basically in the greater Los Angeles area. So another must-win, and they need to keep going, and we'll see what happens.
The Minnesota Timberwolves lost to the Nuggets. Again, the Wolves are massively shorthanded.
Yeah.
No Cat, of course. No Rudy Gobert. No Naz Reid. They were getting blown out, but they put up a fight and came all the way back. They lose by 3, though, 115-112 to the Nuggets. Ant had 30 in the loss. The Joker had 35 points and 16 boards. So OKC and Denver tied for first. The Wolves are a game back, and the Wolves host Cleveland on Friday.
Yeah, there's, in pro sports, you don't get to be like, well, we tried really hard. But that was the definition of it, man. They were undermanned completely. Jokic should have had 70 points. They had Luka Garza on Jokic. They put, slow-mo on him. They couldn't slow him down, but they were, did you say they were down 18 at one point and came roaring back? That's a absolute moral victory for that team. Good for them. Full squad of the Wolves would beat Denver in a 4-game series.
What a weird series.
Well, 7-game series, but you got to win 4. You know what I mean? Stop being you.
Stop being you.
By the way, how about this kicker? Did you see the A-Rod Mark Lowry story?
How
this
about
is
that?
Interesting. I don't know if it is ominous or not, but I'll just read the ESPN.com story word for word. And I read. Former baseball star Alex Rodriguez and Mark Lowry have lost the financial backing of the Carlyle Group, with one payment left to claim majority ownership of the Minnesota Timberwolves, according to current owner Glenn Taylor, who roasts chickens alive.
He does.
Weird that they threw that into ESPN.
Yeah,
I added that.
Oh.
The payment was set to close a process that began in April of 2021 for Lowry and Rodriguez to purchase the Timberwolves in installments. Lowry and Rodriguez previously purchased 2 installments at 20% at $1.5 billion, a $1.5 billion valuation for the franchise, and they exercised their rights to buy an additional 40% of the franchise earlier this year. However, Taylor told Minnesota sports reporter David Shama that Rodriguez and Lowry will now need to find a new way to raise money for the final installment, which is due on March 27th. That's 7 days away, and it sounds like it's $300 million. They had an equity group that was going to come in and put in $300 million, and that equity group has either withdrawn or the NBA has denied them. This is according to Glenn Taylor.
I heard that the NBA denied them. I don't think the group pulled out. I was told that the NBA had denied them. But the other thing is, like, Mark Lowry is worth.
Say that again?
The NBA denied them. That's what I heard yesterday.
So later in this article, it says the NBA told Sportico in a statement that the league, quote, did not deny Carlisle's proposed investment.
I heard the opposite thing yesterday.
So Johnny Athletic, by the way, best wishes to John Krasinski, and they're going through some family health issues, so sending him the best. But he was on with Barrero yesterday, and he basically said that the NBA had these things that this group needed to do. This group decided that they didn't want to do those things, and there was a mutual parting of ways, that it just wasn't going to work out. And according to Johnny, this sounds like it's a pretty big deal, and that this could be a pretty gigantic hammer in the, I don't know, metaphor here. But
so can't they quickly find some venture capitalist to say, I'll put up the $300 million.
Sure.
Let's close this thing out.
But then don't they need to be vetted again?
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's the
It's
problem.
time,
is
the
it would
deadline.
take, yeah, right. Like even if Moneybags Hockey was like, yeah, I got $300 million. Let's put it towards a basketball team. They'd ask if he was doing okay, and then they'd go, all right, but we need to vet where you got the money, all that stuff. So this is something that could take a while.
But I've only got $5 million apparently.
Yeah, well, you'd buy into the basketball team, right?
Which one?
The Wolves,
Where they play?
Target Center.
Nah.
The Gophers beat Butler in the NIT by 1 point, 73-72.
Let's go!
They advanced to play Wednesday's winner of Indiana State and SMU. And isn't Indiana State the team that has Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
You are correct.
That's
And
the best nickname ever.
the best.
Of all
And Pat McAfee was pissed that they didn't make it into the tournament because he wanted the nation to see Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Interesting. Anything else he's angry about?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was a hell of a finish, man. That was fun.
I didn't see it.
It was great. That was not looking good for the Gophers, and they battled their way back. And man, Butler choked that away.
You sound like you got
Yeah,
choked
are
up.
you okay?
It's very emotional talking about it.
Oh, sorry.
The Vikings have a new cornerback. His name is Shaq Griffin. He signed a 1-year deal worth up to $6 million. This is his 5th team in the 8 years or so now that he's played in the NFL. I believe this will be his 8th year. He was a Pro Bowler in 2019. And if you remember, his brother is the one that didn't have a hand.
Yeah.
Think about that. Think how many bad NFL players there are. They have 2 hands.
Yeah.
I still can't believe a guy with 1 hand made it to the NFL because he was so good.
Yeah.
But this is his brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So twin brothers, and we get the old Shaq Griffin. The other one is already retired, but this one is 7 years of experience, 7 interceptions, and 1 sack in 7 seasons.
Is this the love child of Peter Griffin and Shaquille O'Neal?
I believe so.
Yeah,
yes.
I think you might be right. Yeah.
Interesting.
Wasn't there a kicker with no foot or something?
He had a flat foot.
It was flat. Yeah.
Fun.
I bet it was fun.
If he didn't have any foot,
Wasn't that
that would be
Dempsey?
unbelievable.
Wasn't his name? Wasn't it like Jack
Yeah, it was
Dempsey?
the Green Bay Packer. They had the longest field goal of all time for the longest time.
Yeah. And then who beat
Was he a
him?
Packer?
I think he was a Packer. Yeah.
Jason Elam beat him, I believe.
Yeah. Wow. You are right.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at stuff.
You are good at
I
stuff.
pretend I don't know about sports.
You know a lot.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
We'll do more of What Really Matters after this. I'll go through some scores and some stats. There's actually a lot more to get to. And Chris will change your life with something that's more interesting after this on The Fan.
The Fan.
That's a sweet picture, man. A little pink cummerbund.
Is this Rise?
Who are you talking to?
You.
Well, then, ask me better questions.
Oh.
What band do you think this sounds the most like?
Godsmack.
See, I would say Linkin Park.
Yeah, the guitar, definitely.
Yeah.
It's got a little Linkin Park to it.
Yeah. But it's not Linkin Park, because if it were, we would not be able to play it.
I can hear the Godsmack angle, too, Sauce. That's not your worst
This is
take ever.
definitely Godsmack. Absolutely.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wow. Thanks, Beethoven.
Jesus.
Thanks, Beethoven.
The dog.
The dog.
Great
That
film,
makes
right,
more
Hog?
sense.
Mean, though.
No, he doesn't. No.
You called him a dog?
He's a dog.
He's a dog.
That movie Whales, right, Hawk?
Yeah.
Sauce, you get to spend an entire day with either Beethoven the composer or Beethoven the dog. Who do you pick and why?
Probably the dog.
Why?
I don't know. I like dogs. And I like St. Bernards, and I really want a St. Bernard. And if I had a St. Bernard, I would name him Merlin.
I see a St. Bernard almost every day. He's the cutest.
I love him.
He's enormous.
Yeah, when we and I lived at the apartment in wherever it was, there was a guy that had one that was massive. They're sweet dogs. And that old bastard was just tired of going out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just want to lay there.
Yeah, they,
Days.
So just to clarify,
so I get it.
to clarify, you would rather spend one day petting a dog
Yeah. St. Bernard.
than meeting one of the most influential and iconic musicians in the history of humanity.
Yeah, I don't care about that guy.
Yeah, I got to go with Sauce on this. You don't
Right.
speak the sing language. He doesn't
Yeah.
hear very well.
What?
Not you.
What if you
Oh, both
took
of you.
Beethoven, the composer, to a dog park and you hung out with Beethoven, the composer,
Yeah.
and just pet dogs? Maybe a St. Bernard walks in. Now, is it the famous one from the 90s movie Beethoven? No. That dog is no longer with us. Maybe somebody brings a St. Bernard
Yeah.
to the dog park,
Don't
and
you
you
think-
could pet that dog with
No, I'd rather meet
the composer.
the dog.
Let me represent you on this, please.
Thanks. Yes, sorry.
Don't you think that Beethoven, the person, would be like, I've been transported hundreds of years into the future and brought back to life, and you brought me to a dog park?
Yeah, and
Don't you think I'd like to see an airplane?
yeah. Why did you have me start hanging out with Pumpkinhead?
How about take me to a library?
Well,
how about take me to church?
I think he would be fascinated to learn that somebody like Sauce has gained some regional fame. Because he must have worked his ass off to be, notable.
Yeah.
What do you do?
He'd
Ass
say
off.
this. He'd say, you brought me back to life just to kill myself.
Right now, I'm going to write even sadder music.
Yeah. I wish we could play some Beethoven.
Why?
I don't know, man.
That's got to be public domain by now. I bet we could.
Your butt's a public domain.
It's true.
Yeah, see?
All right, let's do what really matters. I'll do scores and stats around the world of sports, and Chris will change your life with something else. We got a tie game. The Major League Baseball season is underway. The Dodgers and Padres playing in Seoul.
My squad's playing.
Got my soul singing.
At 1-1. Dodgers and Padres.
Get out.
That's a foul ball.
Glasnow versus Darvish. But what really matters is this.
Zacko, did you say 3 to 6 inches of snow?
Yeah.
Win. Sunday, right?
No, like tomorrow, right? Is that tomorrow?
I mean, it's who knows. They're being very careful when it comes to this stuff.
I just opened this up. Here's what it says. National Weather Service. A spring snowstorm has a site set on the Twin Cities Metro, most of central Minnesota. Plowable snow likely across the metro area. More snow's coming this weekend as well. Get to the point. Wednesday, sunny and 32. Thursday, a 30% chance of snow after 1 p.m., mostly cloudy. Thursday night, snow, 90% chance, 3 to 5 inches.
Really? Right.
Yeah, 3 to 5
that's
inches.
Even more likely, yeah.
I mean, take what you can get, right?
Right, yeah.
Like, this is all I got to offer.
That's
Hawk and I'd
a
kill.
lot of snow.
Hawk and I'd kill for
you
that.
wish it was a lot of snow.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
I don't know
you've
what we're
seen
going
more.
to do.
And then Sunday, snow, heavy at times, high at 35, gusts at 30 miles per hour. Chance precipitated, a lot.
That's the kicker, though. You even said 35, and I think the temps are supposed to be in the mid 30s.
Yeah.
So hopefully, if it's sunny and in the mid 30s, hopefully it melts pretty quick.
Yeah, I think it will.
Right? If we can get anywhere near 40, let's just start getting rid of it as soon as it gets here.
Yeah, we hope it's a Helen outside, right, Hawk?
Are you
Just a
nuts?
Helen. Oh, yeah. Snowstorm's a whale.
Give her hell.
Yeah, right, Hogs?
Yeah, I got a word with you.
Not at the end of March.
Yeah, they sure do.
No, do it in the middle of December.
A week from tomorrow, it's supposed to be 45 out. It'll be
Good.
gone.
Melt all of it.
Yeah, but it's fun when
Sauce,
it happens.
Corey would like you to be in charge of the weather.
Okay. Go ahead.
Do something about it.
All right. Sorry, Corey. Sorry. This just in from the National Weather Service. It's going to be 75 and sunny everywhere but where Corey is.
Are you
Because it's
happy
always
with that
raining
now?
hell.
I'm going to be
Yeah.
indoors either way.
Oh, yeah, good point. Never mind.
Yeah. Just pleasuring you.
Oh, really?
Why?
Pleasuring who? You didn't finish your sentence.
I said himself.
I'm actually going to be probably staring out a window thinking about turning down the chance to hang out with Beethoven to pet a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would rather pet a dog.
And I don't know what Zach's going to be doing because his butt's public domain.
Yeah, what's going on with your ass slabs?
I don't know, man. Take a look and check.
No
So
thanks.
anybody can use them anytime they want. That's what it means. I'm looking
Are
it up
you a-
right now.
Are you a glory hole? What's going on here?
Why are you so filthy over there?
Yeah, come on, dude. Use some discretion.
You said Zach's ass was public domain.
I did.
Yeah.
Tight end Travis
Speaking
Kelce
of,
is possibly going to host an Amazon Prime reboot of Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Let me think. I don't care.
Yep.
right, don't care.
According to the story, he could tape all the episodes in the offseason, so it wouldn't interfere with his Chiefs or NFL career, because the rumor is that he's getting close to being done anyway, right? Who knows? Maybe a year or 2 or 3 left. So if he does this and takes over that Jeff Foxworthy role, he could still keep playing for the Chiefs. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure he seems like the kind of guy that's going to try to find a lot of media opportunities when his career's over.
But if you asked 100 people, like in that survey show,
Top 5 answers are on the board.
right? How many people would be like, God, that would be great. I would watch that. 4? Right.
I mean,
That sounds terrible.
It's more than that, but I know what you mean.
Yeah. Hawk loves everything bad on TV. He's not going to watch that.
I don't even own a TV.
Wow, days, weeks.
That was a flagpole sitter reference. What really matters is
Great
this.
point. Oh, we can't play.
Brilliant.
Oh, thank you. Man, I had a really good point I was going to make. But it's okay. I'll do this. In the original script for Rocky V, Rocky's so beaten up from his fight with Tommy that he places his head on Adrian's lap while on his way to the hospital and dies from the spell.
Dies from what?
What does he die from?
I thought you said he dies from spelling.
Yes, so did I.
R-O-C.
Those are Z's.
Say K, Rock. Say K.
He's spelling his own name. He's a narcissist.
Why is there a Z in there? I think he's spelling Razul.
Well, he's dying. Give the kid a break. Razul, my God.
I think he's spelling Razul. What's the password on your phone? R-O-Z-Z-U-A-L.
That's how you would spell Razul?
It's a lot of L's.
Rasul Butler spelled his name, I think, R-A-S. Was it A-U-L? You go R-O-Z-Z. What was it, A-U-L?
Rocky,
Or
you're
just
passing
U-L?
away. Please give me your password. Okay. Hang on. It's R. O.
He told her to hang on. He's dying. What's he got to do?
Yeah, give the guy a chance to write it down.
Hang on,
Pay
lady.
no attention to your eminent death.
I do my best thinking with my head in your lap. R. C. Razul.
That was just R-Z.
Foul?
R-Z Razul.
R-Z-Y. That's my favorite band. I slept with all of them.
R-Z-Y. That's not, you can't even spell rise correctly. God, somebody put you down.
All right. Kiss it.
What?
I don't know. I was trying to
Take
figure
the
out
rest of the day off.
what Rocky's Pat. Well, the system did.
You mean the man?
R. Hey, can I do a quick story? It's a quick sports story.
Go.
I know you don't care about me anymore, and I know you think I'm just some lark.
Some what?
A lark? Is that like
That's a bird.
You got to be careful when you start using words you don't know the meaning of.
You think I'm just some lark.
You're going to get yourself into trouble if you start yelling.
Oh, man.
it's a tree? It's a Confuciary tree.
Please stop talking.
Also a small ground-dwelling songbird.
Yeah. All right. Can I go?
Can I finish my what really matters?
Sorry.
So he places his head in Adrian's lap while on the way to the hospital and dies in the original script. Stallone apparently wept when he wrote that scene. And the rest of us wept when he took it out of the movie. Okay, that was my comedy bit.
And you've never seen a Rocky movie, right, Gore?
I've never seen an entire Rocky movie start
Rocky
to finish.
IV,
I've seen
no.
a lot of, though. I've seen a lot of the first one, and I've seen a lot of Rocky V with Tommy Morrison / Tommy Gunn.
The worst.
There was
Yeah, that one's
there was a
pretty
moment where Tommy Morrison looked like he was going to be the next big thing in boxing,
Yeah.
and he wasn't. And he definitely wasn't the next big thing in acting either, because his acting was not good.
Oh, that's Hawk's favorite one.
Rocky V.
You love that one, right, Hawks?
That's real good. Tommy Morrison's really great in that
Yeah.
film.
The 911 of Rocky movies.
What? It's an emergency?
No, it's a great show.
Oh, I didn't know what that
It's your turn, Sus.
Oh, Hogs?
No,
Is it my turn?
you got this quick sports story.
Hey, Hawk.
Yeah.
I have bad news for your bracket.
Oh, no.
Your final four-team Howard lost last night, 71-68 to Wagner.
Yeah. That blew my
Sorry about
bracket
that.
up. Bracket buster.
Yeah. But you got two more of your 16 seeds going tonight. But what really matters is this.
Bracket Buster.
Do we have to fill one out for KFAN.com?
Is that still a thing? I'm actually going to type
Are we
it in.
doing a
Let me see here.
bracket challenge?
I think we're giving
KFAN.
away $1 million if you get a perfect bracket, is what I was.
Isn't that almost impossible?
Yeah. So if you do something that's never been done before in history of man.
Hawk, are you doing a bracket challenge?
The only bracket challenges I have are involved bras.
All right.
The bra brackets are challenged by the weight.
We got it.
He's disgusted. Hey, do you guys want to go back to figuring out Rocky's password?
Oh, they're so huge. They're so big and heavy.
Oh, my God, you love boobs.
I do. I really do love them.
Yeah, boobs are great.
That's all I get to live for.
Oh.
Hoisting those sons of bitches up.
Perfect boobs.
Is that
Not
why
even
they call?
perfect. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
that
you
what
don't
they-
care.
Is that why they call you the bracket buster?
I'd also like to see her topless.
That was the beginning of the joke.
I wanted to go full circle on it.
Honestly, that's why nobody wants to simulcast this show,
Yeah,
right?
right, yeah.
Is there's no way anybody would watch this for 3.5
I'll
hours.
say things and do.
Yeah.
I'll put effort in if they do that.
Yeah, I'll,
See, I don't want to put in additional effort. I want to put in the exact same amount of effort I put in for this show, just a separate paycheck to have it on TV. You know?
Yeah. I feel where
Same
you come
amount
from.
of work, more
Yeah.
money.
I thought
Right,
we
that's
were
what
going to
I'd
be
like.
millionaires off of YouTube.
We
I already
are.
am.
Patience, dude. Patience.
I don't have any. I don't have to.
You want to have some fun? This will be the last one before we go break. We'll come back and do more. There are things called tsunami survival pods. I'd encourage you to look them up on your computer.
Oh, hang on. Sus. Type
Yes.
in, go ahead and Google tsunami.
S-E-U. Nami.
S-E-U?
S-E-U-E. Tsunami. It starts with a T. I know that, Corliss. T-S-A.
What was it called? Tsunami
survival
pods?
pod. Capable
this
of
is
saving
weird
lives
looking.
during tsunamis. They're buoyant capsules that accommodate 2 to 16 people. I'm not going to lie to you. I'd rather take my
Oh,
chances
man.
with the water than
Yeah.
climbing that bobber.
Yeah,
and
that-
close that
That
door.
looks extremely claustrophobic. Phobic for people like you who are claustrophobic. Man, that looks that looks pretty intense.
That looks like the thing they took down to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, right. But I mean, again,
it looks like a bobber. It's
It does
whoever
look like
just
a
said
bobber.
that is exactly correct.
yeah,
It's an adult sized bobber.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Even the color, right? I get it. You can see it from the air. Then if somebody had to
that's
save you,
exactly
but
right. Yeah.
man,
I would, and I know that there's probably a reason they couldn't do this because, but I would need some sort of a window. I don't think I could tolerate being inside there. I think
It looks
might,
like there is a couple.
couple of small ones. Yeah,
like-
very small
Yes,
windows.
very
Extremely small windows.
Right, like you said, Hawk. You'd rather take your chance in the water. You're
I
just
don't
going to
know
get
that that's true.
thrashed
Honestly.
around.
I mean, I'm trying to not be silly. I don't know that that's true. I guess if there's a tsunami coming, you tell me either get in here or you die.
Yeah, you're getting
But
in.
I'm getting in, but my goodness, I mean that I don't know that I could tolerate it. I'm just thinking about the idea.
There's a pole in the middle of it.
Okay.
Could be fun.
Also,
Yeah,
you can get some activity.
you just nailed it, though. There's no doubt. Even though I'm not a claustrophobic person by nature, that looks very claustrophobic. If it's a tsunami and if there's one of those available, 1,000% I'm getting in. Right?
Yeah.
You can't take your chances in the water. You're probably going to not make it. You got to go. You got to jump in this thing and cross your fingers.
Yeah.
Is this one of those women and children first things, though?
No, this is whoever gets into the bobber first.
Yeah, I would guess. Yeah. This is sorry, little boy, but you better learn to swim.
Thanks, Tool.
In fact, I'm pretty sure I would say to that kid, you seem like the kind of kid that would be claustrophobic, so you're better off just swimming for it.
Yeah.
I don't want you to have anxiety.
There's ladies in here that are going to have back problems unless I climb in here and help them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went back to the boobs.
Yep.
No, I did.
You always go.
Perfect boobs.
More of What Really Matters after this on The Fan.
The Fan.
Nothing, Zacho?
Not yet.
Okay, cool. Maybe we'll look at your phone. I was waiting for that.
You
I
ready to
appreciate
hear
it.
it, baby?
Yeah, you got it, buddy.
I thought there was something, but yeah, we got nothing for a while.
Patrick Morning Show, we're back. We got some guests coming in here momentarily. Chad Greenway is bringing in his buddy Jer O'Brien from St. Patrick's FC out of Dublin. So that'll be fun. 7:15, we'll talk some soccer and all kinds of fun things. And football with Chad Greenway. And then Mark Rosen will be in a little bit as well.
Roser.
Who was at the Timberwolves game last night with Maxo. So I'm sure we'll talk to him about that.
Did they go to the strip club after?
According to Max, they did.
Yeah.
But we're right back to what really matters right now.
Yeah, and it's time for Wild News brought to you by our friends at Catalyst Supply and CatalystSupplyCo.com. Thanks, Catalyst.
Yeah, thanks, Catalyst.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Thank you.
The Wild won 4-0 over the Ducks. Goals in the second period by Hartman, Merrill, and Kirill. And then Lucchini added a third period goal. 4-0. And a shutout win for Gustafsson. The Gus Bus, 27 saves. His third shutout this season. By the way, that was Kirill's 150th goal of his NHL career. Wild 6-0-2 in their last 8. And now just 3 points out of the final spot because Vegas lost 5-3 to the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Ooh. And your catalyst of the game, Philip Gustafsson, who finally getting back on track, seeing some more consistency. The Ducks aren't a great team, but they sure as hell tested him last night, and he passed all of those tests. So the Wild are going to need him. They have Fleury playing well, so you have both goaltenders playing well. But, man.
So, wait a minute. So, Catalyst, I know Catalyst does a sponsorship of the Minnesota Wild, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a Catalyst of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And you just said Gustafsson, right?
Yes.
Was that Joe O'Donnell last night saying that, or were you just picking it right now?
I believe Tom Reed picks it, and then we get notified. It was late. Normally, I would listen, and I would be able to confirm that, but it was like at 12:30 in the morning post game.
I thought you were just maybe picking one, which that's fine. I just thought,
I don't know
Zach's
if I could
just
handle
picking
that
the
power.
Catalyst of the game.
Nope.
What really matters though is this:
Los Angeles Lakers police. No. Mm-mm. Los Angeles police.
Los Angeles Lakers. They have their own department.
Los Angeles police are reportedly investigating a burglary at the home of retired NBA great Paul Pierce. There's a reason I'm reading this. TMZ reports the former Boston Celtic player's home was broken into last Friday, and the thief or thieves made off with more than $100,000 in cash. Also, a safe and several luxury watches were stolen. Pierce was not home at the time. $100,000 in cash at his house.
So how does that work? Anybody have any idea how that works with insurance? How does Paul Pierce prove to an insurance company that he had $100,000 in cash in a safe?
Great question.
Yeah, I have no idea. That's an insurance guy question.
None of you guys work for
I can ask
an insurance company?
Let me ask one. Hang on.
How do you prove it? Because otherwise, right, if my house got broken into, I'd be like, by the way, I had $397,000 in cash on the couch.
Right.
How do you prove it?
I think it matters regardless of what's stolen. I think all that matters is how much you're, insured for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because maybe his house was insured for $18 million.
Does he have an ATM slip?
Does he have an ATM inside of his house?
Has he ever gone ATM?
Never go ATM.
No.
That was the only thing we learned out of Clerks 2.
Can you do that?
Well, anybody can. This is
Anybody
America.
can. Yeah, do what you want.
Oh, no.
You don't know.
Yeah, and you haven't.
Can you have an ATM in your house?
Why would you want one?
You just get your money whenever you want.
That's called a safe.
Oh.
But I hear where you're coming
Why
from.
would you pay an ATM fee to get your own money out of your own house?
You make a little money?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
You get-
that's
side
your
hustle.
side hustle.
Okay.
Yeah.
charge yourself a fee.
Netflix. Remember the Netflix show Quarterback with Patrick Mahomes,
Yeah,
Kirk
man.
Cousins,
Yeah,
and Marcus
man.
Mariota?
I remember that. It was fun.
Well, everybody liked it, so they're going to run it back. Receiver premieres later this summer.
Good
No,
for Tommy.
calm down.
Oh.
And I don't think Netflix quite understands that George Kittle's the tight end.
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Deebo Samuel are all wide receivers. They will be on the show. So will George Kittle, tight end.
Why didn't they call it tight end receiver?
Interesting.
Zach.
So I'm guessing this was filmed during last season.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Interesting.
It's amazing how they can do that.
Yeah, I am egotistical bastard. So all I'm thinking now is I wonder if there's ever any footage of Justin where I'm standing in the background.
That'd
Maybe.
be great.
That would be super cool for me. It may be my big break.
Well, because what? Barrero and wasn't Lieber? Couldn't you see Lieber in a couple of
Lieber a
episodes
couple
of Quarterback
times,
as well?
And
Yeah.
Barrero the one time, on
Interviewing
screen.
somebody, yeah.
Exactly, right. That would be super cool. This might be my big break. Imagine, I don't know, Constantinople, the director out of Italy, is looking for a chubby, fat, white guy for his next show. And he says, look at that son of a bitch. And he hires me, and that's my big break. And suddenly I'm on Broadway handing out condoms.
Jesus.
That's a weird story, but trust
Yeah,
me,
it took a
ends-
weird turn,
It
man.
ends like a rainbow.
Oh. All right.
I did not expect that turn. Your big break. You must have bottomed out quickly because you had your big break when the guy hired you, and then the next thing you know, you just said, and before you know it, you're handing out condoms on Broadway.
Yeah,
not
listen.
in a play,
Yeah,
just
that's-
on the street.
That wasn't the happy ending I was expecting.
I know, dude. Everything was going great until I got caught diddling on the set.
God, you're always caught diddling.
Wait, somebody else against their will or just yourself?
Not
Yourself?
against anybody's
No, come
will.
on, don't be
No,
weird.
Not against
Oh, I
anybody's
thought maybe
will.
you got canceled, and then now
I
you're
can't help it. I'm a nervous jerker.
Zach.
I know.
That is the title of the
Yeah,
podcast.
that's the title of the podcast.
The nervous jerk.
Every time they said roll camera 8, I whooped it out.
Just zip.
Out of Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Deebo Samuel and George Kittle, I'm going to assume all of us are going to say JJ for the obvious reasons.
Oh,
but
yeah.
out of the other four, who intrigues you the most? Who would be the best follow, do you think?
Debo. I love Debo.
I don't know anything about him. And I know a little bit about Amon because he was on the Lions show, right? Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
So I know a little bit about that guy, and that's an interesting life.
Kittle seems like a psycho.
Yeah. Yeah.
That might be
the best
that
part.
might be fun.
Yeah.
I mean, Devontae Adams has the Vegas angle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I would like to see what a professional athlete does in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point.
But I don't know. I mean, but who would have guessed that Kirk and like Kirk stole the show, right? Mariota was boring, but
Yeah.
Mahomes was fine. Kirk was awesome. So I don't know. One of these guys might surprise us and maybe be more interesting than Marcus Mariota was. Paul, your hands up.
I have an answer to our Paul
Insurance
Pierce
question?
Yeah.
Go for it.
The insurance guy says it all depends on the company he's insured with, but it's usually capped at some point, and it's usually not much when it comes to stolen cash.
Got it. So theoretically, you could lie about it because it's capped anyway. So let's say he had a cap of $100,000 and he actually got $20,000 stolen. You could theoretically, even though this is insurance fraud, you could say I had $100,000 in cash.
Right.
And the insurance company would cover whatever the top amount is.
Probably, yes, correct.
I'm sure everybody's very honest about how much money they had stolen.
Yeah, man.
I'm sure
Yeah,
everybody
man.
gives the exact number.
Yeah, man.
What really matters, though, is this.
Female elephants stay fertile into their 60s.
Good.
Jesus.
Wow.
Wow.
That was like that was part of a script. Wow.
Is that out loud?
Yeah.
No menopause there, man.
Right? On.
I didn't know elephants lived that long in general.
I
let
didn't
alone
either.
were fertile until that point. How long? What's the average female elephant last here? Somebody look that
It's
up.
private.
Zach, your hands up.
So you said in the 60s, right?
Yeah.
So how do they know how old an elephant is? How do they know that she could still get pregnant after 60 years?
Well, my guess is these are zoo elephants that they know the exact day they were born
Really?
and how long they are capable of still getting them pregnant.
Elephants are sweet, man.
Are you looking up how old they
Yeah,
go?
so an African bush elephant can live between 60 and 70 years. And a Asian elephant only lives to 48 years.
So if the African bush elephant lives 60 to 70, these things are basically fertile until the end.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Is it?
I'm going to watch some elephants.
It's good for the species, man, right?
Probably so, but I'm just so sick of being horny all the time.
Oh, my God. Yeah, you are right
You know what I
now.
mean? Yeah, I would like a break from it, a respite.
Yeah.
A respite from it.
Maybe
where
they
I
can get their
see
trunks tied.
Where I wake up in the morning.
That's very good.
That's funny.
That's funny, Zach.
I'd like to wake up in the morning and actually notice something. That's the end of my sentence.
The Saints agreed to a deal with former Viking tackle Oli Udo. Remember him?
Oh, yeah.
Sixth rounder by the Vikes in 2019 out of something called Elon. So the freak has left the building. That was a giant human being, right?
Big
Oli
dude.
Udo.
Yeah.
But Oli Udo out the door as well. A lot of Vikings who we've been used to the last 4 or 5 years are leaving. And, Oli Udo wasn't a great football player, but we needed depth on the offensive line.
Right.
And he's gone as well. He's going to the Saints. What really matters, though, is this.
John D. Rockefeller's dad, William Rockefeller, was a literal snake oil salesman and was once accused of assault.
Jeez.
Sold actual snake oil.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting.
Did it do anything?
Huh? Oh,
Interesting.
That is, yeah.
pretty neat.
Mike Williams, formerly of the Chargers, is joining the New York Jets of Anaheim on a 1-year deal, max value of $15 million. He was the 7th overall pick in 2017. A lot of injuries in his career, including a torn ACL last season. Wasn't that against the Vikings? Wasn't that in the Vikes game? I think it was.
I think so,
right.
yeah.
He's 29 years old. So if he's healthy, obviously Mike Williams is a pretty good player.
Yeah.
And there's another target for future Vice President Aaron Rodgers, who over the weekend, I believe they said he's out of the running now.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Yeah, that would have been entertaining.
What really matters is this.
During the signing of the North Atlantic Treaty that founded NATO, the Portuguese delegate gave a speech, and the translator repeated it word for word. What nobody realized is the dude was speaking English, but his accent was so heavy nobody could tell. So he kept looking at the translator going, "That's what I just said."
That is a little confusing.
It is, yeah.
Must have felt like he was mocking him.
Yeah, probably. You're mocking me.
Do you guys remember Jerry Jeudy?
Yeah.
From the Packers.
He was in the 2020 wide receiver draft.
He was. He was the 15th overall pick in 2020 out of Alabama. And the Browns just traded for him from the Denver Broncos just, a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah!
Well, now they've agreed to a
Last week.
3-year, $58 million extension with $41 million guaranteed. So Jerry Jeudy getting paid by the Cleveland
Good for
Browns.
him, man.
Yeah, Judy.
The Browns paid him, and he didn't even have to sexually assault anyone.
Oh,
So a
wow.
new leaf turned over in Cleveland.
Good for
you.
Cleveland.
Pretty good.
I love social commentary.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, me too.
Which is weird because I don't like being social.
Yeah, whole town knows.
What are you pointing at there, Zeko?
Well, you said me too. I thought you were
Yeah,
continuing the
Hashtag.
social
I was
being
commentary.
clever.
Yeah.
accidentally.
Well, guess what, Zach? This segment's over, so time's up.
Look, you really appreciated
Man,
that.
you guys are great. I love this show.
Are you going to miss us next week?
Gonna miss you all next week.
Man.
Am I the only one that thinks Sauce looks confused?
But I'm not confused. I know what's going on.
Is this a joke?
All right. Let's do the news when we get back.
Yeah.
We're going to learn something.
The
Chad
Jared
Greenway
Chad.
is going to join us in like 20 minutes. Mark Rosen will be here in about 30 or so. No Parrish for the next couple of weeks. We learned that last night because we don't pay attention. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan.